What is up, everybody? Thank you for checking out this video. My name is Chris, and welcome to my review for Disney's The Haunted Mansion from 2003. So this came out back in 2003, about 20 years ago, and it stars Eddie Murphy as a realtor, Jim Evers, and he receives a call one night from Edward Gracey, who is the owner of this old mansion, and claims he wants to sell his house. So Jim and his family decide to take a little detour from their weekend at the lake to go check out this mansion. And upon arriving during a torrential rainstorm, which forces them to stay there the night, they discover that Edward's long-lost wife, who allegedly had committed suicide many years ago, strangely resembles Jim's wife, Sarah, played by Marsha Thomason. So Jim, his wife, and his kids must unravel a mystery into this mysterious past in order to be able to leave. So I had never seen this before. This was a first time watch. With the new one that just came out today. I wanted to go back and check this out just to see, I had see what it's like. I know I had heard a lot of bad things about it, and I love Eddie Murphy, but I don't know why. This is just one of those movies that I just never bothered to check out. There's other movies from him that I never watched that came out around that same time, like Meet Dave and The Adventures of Pluto Nash. Never seen either one of those, mainly because I heard that they were really, really bad and worse than this. But and I heard some negative things about this. This really wasn't all that good. And to be quite honest with you, I actually kind of enjoyed this to a certain point. It's not as bad as people make it out to be, really. So first off, let me just get my positives for this. I liked Eddie Murphy in this. I thought he was really good in it. As his father, he's a workaholic. He's too wrapped up in his work, to spend time with his family. But this little adventure, this experience, kind of teaches him there for them a lot more, and spend more time with his family. And I thought he was really good. And Terrence Stamp, I thought he was really good in this movie. He's our primary antagonist here. I thought he was pretty menacing. Also, like Wallace Shawn, he was funny. Jim Fratelli is also in this as this greenish crystal ball kind of thing that kind of guides Eddie Murphy's character into unraveling this mystery. I thought she was pretty good. She had some funny parts toward the third act of the movie. And also, I like the story. I really like the story they were telling here. When I first, going into this, I went in this blind. I didn't know what the plot was. I thought it was just about a family who visited this mansion, and that was it. But I actually like the story they had to tell here. This little mystery thing about this owner, Edward Gracey, played by Nathaniel Parker, who I also thought was pretty good, who is really loved his wife. He really proved that he loved his wife, and the fact that he, Jim's wife, strangely resembles his long lost wife. He's determined to think that that's actually really her, and so it just goes to show how much he loved her. But yeah, allegedly, she had killed herself, committed suicide all these years ago. But it's unraveled, and spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. The butler apparently had murdered his wife because he didn't think that Edward needed to love, which I think is ridiculous. So, but I thought the story, which I guess the motive is kind of dumb, I guess. But the story overall, though, I thought was pretty interesting. And how they had to find this mystery. They had to find this key in order to unlock the trunk, which has the letter in it that proves that she didn't kill herself. So yeah, I thought it was good. But my only real negative, really, in this movie, really, is just the visual effects. That's where this movie kind of loses its visual appeal. It's just the CGI. It's just really, really wonky, and just like bleh. There are a few moments here, though, I thought was really, really cool when it comes to like these zombie characters that kind of arrive from like this basement creek, I guess you can say. There's water. They come out of the water here in this basement of this mansion. reminds me a lot of Return of the Living Dead. I thought it was really cool. But like some of these like visuals, like whenever Eddie Murphy gets lifted up and he's like stuck in the chair, and Jennifer Tillit, the green ball, kind of lifts up the table and he spins around and everything's just flying around, and then these musical instruments are chasing him down the hall and everything. And one of the drum actually kind of hits him in the face. That was actually kind of funny, but it's just weird. But yeah, all in all, I actually surprisingly enjoyed this. I don't know why I waited 20 years to see this, but it's actually not that bad of a movie. It's not one of Eddie Murphy's best. Well, I'll say that. But overall, it's not as bad as people made it out to be honest with you. But I enjoyed it. I'll give it. I'm gonna give it 3 stars out of 5, just because it's entertaining. It's entertaining. It has a really good story. Some solid performances from both Eddie Murphy and Terrence Stamp, especially. But yeah, is this a movie that if you haven't seen it, do you have to see it to see the reboot? Absolutely not. I just wanted to see it just because I hadn't seen it before, and I thought, what the heck? I'm gonna watch the new one eventually, but I figure I'm gonna go ahead and check out the old one, the older one, and see what it's like. See if it's as bad as everybody says it is, which it really isn't. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Haunted Mansion from 2003. If you like what you see here, don't forget that subscribe button. If you want more content like this, stay tuned for my reviews for the 1990s versions of the Ninja Turtles from 1991 and 93. And those are my turtles growing up. Those are my favorite interpretations. Stay tuned for those reviews. I'll have those in the next day or so. But I love you guys. You guys are the best, and I will see you in the next one.